Healing does not always feel peaceful. Sometimes it feels like crying for no reason. Sometimes it feels like being irritated by things you used to tolerate. Sometimes it feels like losing interest in people, places, habits, and versions of yourself that once felt normal. And this is why many people stop healing right before the deeper change really begins, because they think, well, why do I feel worse? But often you do not feel worse because you are failing. You feel worse because something inside you is finally becoming conscious. So in this video, I want to share 9 uncomfortable signs that you are healing emotionally, even if it does not feel beautiful yet. So you won't abandon your healing process prematurely. Hi, I'm Michelle. I help sensitive, self-aware people heal difficult emotions and heal their lives using Bach Flower Remedies in a way that actually creates real and lasting change. And if you are working with remedies with inner work, prayer, therapy, journaling, or simply becoming more honest with yourself, you might notice that healing is not always soft and graceful. Sometimes it is messy or inconvenient, and sometimes it asks you to stop betraying yourself. So if you're feeling stuck here, I invite you to come to my free class, A New Approach to Healing. Move past what's been keeping you stuck. You'll leave with deep insight, a personal starting point, and the tools to move forward. You're very welcome. So now let's get into the 9 signs. Sign number 1. You start healing emotions you used to suppress. So one of the first signs of emotional healing is not that you feel calm all the time. It is that you start feeling what you have always avoided. Old sadness, anger, grief, guilt, fear, disappointment. And this can really feel like going backwards. It's quite sucky, I'm not gonna lie. But often it means that the emotional pressure that was buried inside of you is finally coming to the surface. This is where Bach Flower Remedies like Star of Bethlehem, agrimony, cherry plum, sweet chestnut can be very supportive, depending on what is coming up. Sign number 2, you become less tolerant of what drains you. So you may suddenly notice that certain conversations exhaust you. Certain people make your body tense, or certain obligations feel so heavy. And you might think, why am I becoming so difficult? But maybe you're not becoming difficult. Maybe you are becoming honest. Your nervous system is no longer willing to pretend that something is fine when it is really not. And this can connect beautifully with Bach Flower Remedies like centauri, walnut, oak, and elm. Sign number 3, you feel more sensitive for a while. So when you begin healing, you may feel more open, more raw, more easily touched. And that doesn't mean you're weaker. It often means that the armor is softening. The walls that protected you also disconnected you. And when they begin to come down, life can feel louder for a while. Here, walnut, aspen, mimulus, and Star of Bethlehem can be very helpful. If you recognize yourself, great, that probably means you are moving forward, even if it feels sucky. If you want some help on your healing journey, you can join my course Bloom into Balance, where I teach you step by step how to heal yourself with beautiful natural remedies. Or join the Remedy Circle. It's free for now, and you can find all my links in the description or the pinned comment. Sign number 4, you start seeing patterns you cannot unsee. This is one of the most uncomfortable stages. You suddenly see how often you please people, how often you abandon yourself. That does something with me when I say it. How often you choose guilt over truth, how often you wait for permission. And once you see it, you cannot fully go back. This is painful, but it is also freedom beginning for you. Awareness is not the end of healing, but it is the door. Sign number 5, you feel anger where you used to feel guilt. This is a big one. Many sensitive people are terrified of anger because they associate it with being unkind, selfish, destructive. But sometimes anger is the part of you that is finally saying, no, that was not okay, or I deserved better, or I am actually allowed to protect myself. Of course, anger needs wisdom, but it is not always bad. Sometimes it is self-respect waking up. That also does something with me. And remedies to explore here could be holly, willow, centauri, cherry plum, depending on the quality of the anger. Sign number 6, You no longer want to explain yourself to everyone. You may notice that you stop over-explaining. You stop trying to make everyone understand you. You stop needing to prove that your feelings are valid. And this can feel a bit strange at first because so much of our identity may have been built around being understood, approved, or accepted. But healing often brings you back to a quieter authority. You begin to think, I know what is true, and that is enough for me, really. Sign number 7, you grieve the old version of yourself. That also does something with me, I feel. Even when healing is good, there can be grief. You may grieve the years you lost, the choices you made from fear, the relationships you accepted, the ways you abandoned yourself. You may also grieve the identity that kept you safe, the strong one, the good one, the invisible one, the responsible one, the one who never needed anything. Letting go of these roles can feel like losing yourself, but often you only lose the mask. Sign number 8, you feel confused before you feel clear. Healing often creates a strange in-between place. You are not who you used to be, but you are not fully who you are becoming yet. So old choices just no longer fit, and new choices feel very unfamiliar. This can feel very disorienting, but it is often a sign of deep transition. Wild oat, walnut, scleranthus, and serrado might be worth looking at here. Sign number 9, you start choosing peace over familiar chaos. So at first, peace can feel a little bit boring. If your body is used to stress and drama and anxiety and emotional intensity, calm might feel very unfamiliar. Believe it or not, but you may even miss a little bit of the chaos because chaos was known. But then, very slowly, you start craving simplicity, truth, softness, space. People who do not require you to shrink. And that is a very beautiful sign. It means your system is beginning to recognize safety. So if you are healing emotionally and it feels uncomfortable, please do not immediately assume you are doing something wrong. Sometimes discomfort is not a sign that healing is failing. Sometimes it is the sign that something false is leaving. You are not becoming too sensitive. You are becoming more conscious. You are not falling apart. Something inside you may finally be asking to be held, seen, and transformed. And if you want to go deeper into this work with Bach Flower Remedies, I invite you to my free class where I show you how to find your emotional starting point and begin working with the remedies in a more personal and transformational way. You can also join my free remedy circle where we explore this work together. And if this video resonated with you, leave me a comment and tell me which sign you recognized most. Send this to someone who needs to hear this or let a video play in the back. These small gestures help my channel grow and they are totally free. And if you're looking for something specific, maybe beginner info about the remedies or something very specific like videos about trauma, feel free to browse through my playlists. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really loved making this video and I'll see you in the next one.